right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So welcome. Thank you for joining our Tao Wellness Evening. This is our introduction to the Tao Calligraphy field. For those of you who may later be watching the video, uh, my name is Laurie, and I am a Tao Calligraphy practitioner as well as a field representative of the Tao Calligraphy field. By profession, I am a psychologist. However, in this context, we bring in our psychological background, but we do not serve, in that context. And so anything that we may share today is something that we have benefited from, but these should not be taken for any medical or psychological or psychiatric advice. We do not diagnose or give any guarantees of any outcome, but we have had many people who have benefited from these practices and from these Tao technologies, as we call them. So welcome. Thank you for joining. So let us get started for today's session. And today I thought that we would check in and we would continue to kind of check in to see how we're doing. And I'll review some of the monitoring gauges I use, especially with clients to kind of help them be aware of where they are and if they are, being stressed or overwhelmed, kind of leaning towards burnout. And we'll also go ahead and watch a video on Dr. and Master Sha, and who is the creator of this Tao calligraphy technology. And I thought for today's session, we would follow along what I've talked about last month about goals. And if you have any goals, whether it's a health goal or a physical or mental health or any other type of goal, we can use the Tao calligraphy field and services to kind of help support you with that. And I can guide you in a meditation and a practice with that. And then we'll end with some next steps for your wellness journey. So let's do a quick check-in as to how you're feeling today and how this week may have been. And usually we kind of notice our thoughts. Are they more on the positive side? Or do you feel like you are, being a bit more negative or cynical, feeling unappreciated, things are unfair? And what we want to do when we check in is we don't want to judge any place that we're at. We're just noticing and being aware, because through that awareness, we can take the steps for transformation. So thoughts is one area that you might want to check in. Also, your emotions. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling good, happy, peaceful? Or does it lean to the side that you are feeling a bit overwhelmed or irritable, frustrated, etc.? And then the third gauge that I like to look at is our bodily symptoms or sensations. Many times when we're very busy, we can go, 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 and our thoughts tend to be okay. We feel that we're okay, but our bodies may tell us, hey, you need to rest, or some things come up, and you might feel extra fatigue or pain, headaches, rashes, or an exacerbation of already pre-existing conditions. So that might be heightened, and you might wonder, okay, what's going on with me? And so knowing how your body works and the signs your body gives can help alert you to then take care of yourself and to, transform. And the last gauge that I look at is the actions and behaviors. And this is to be aware of maybe sometimes we have our interactions with others, or we are noticing some actions and behaviors that may not be our usual norm and may be going in the direction that it's a bit problematic or troublesome. And it could be from like more confrontational behaviors or avoidant behaviors, addictive behaviors. But also, like I mentioned in one of the classes, that I noticed that I was forgetting things. And for me, that's a sign that, oh, I might have a lot on my mind. I might be pushing myself. So usually for me, my bodily symptoms and actions, I tend to be even more aware of, because usually I try my best to watch my thoughts and emotions. But I also want to also be aware of this, as this can also let us know where we are. Okay, great. So thank you, Gregory. Gregory already is sharing his goal. And so let us, we're going to have all of us kind of go over the goals already. So Gregory mentioned his health goal to increase his gait balance to normal, or 100% walking, as you did in 2018. Wonderful. So we give you that support, and we will remember that goal when we're practicing with the field. So let us um, now, I think what we'll do is we'll go into Tao Calligraphy. And so I will play a video that I often like to do. And this is for all of us, especially for new people, to understand who Dr. Master Sha is, and also the concept of Shen, Qi, and Jing, which is a system of thought and philosophy that can help you explain how Tao calligraphy works. And I know many of you may have already seen this video. However, I always love connecting with the message and the frequencies and vibrations, and remembering the wisdom of Shen Qi Jing. So I'm going to play that for all of you. And for those of you who have watched it several times, what you can do is even meditate, or just allow yourself to receive this positive energy from this. Okay. So just
Is there sound?
And matter. Or in other words, we are all made up of Shen, Qi, Jing.
Yeah, I can hear now.
I study through the whole life. I have realized Shen Qi Jing is a universal law. One, everything is made of Shen Qi Jing. Shen includes soul, heart, and mind. So in spiritual realm, soul is the spirit. But in quantum physics and Tao science, soul is information. They are the same. Millions of people believe here, soul and spirit. Millions of people believe scientifically. But in fact, they are the same. Information is your soul. So therefore, this is like an information system we share with humanity in Tao science.
To further explain, the soul is the warehouse where information is stored. Our heart is the receiver, which transmits the information to the mind. Our mind is the processor or interpreter of the information received. Our mind, in turn, directs the energy and initiates actions. This energy, or qi, dictates the actions of matter. Matter, known as Jing, can be defined as our physical body, physical environment, and physical circumstances. Knowing this, both the positive and negative information we consume play a crucial role in the outcome of our lives.
Positive information causes great result for health, relationship, finances. If you connect with negative information, you are. We do Tao Calligraphy. We connect with the source. This is a positive information.
Tao Calligraphy is a revolutionary healing art based on an ancient form of one-stroke calligraphy, Ibitsu, which he learned from the soul lineage holder, Professor Li Chu Yun. Master Sha further developed this oneness writing to create a powerful vibrational field that carries the positive messages of Tao's source, such as the greatest love, forgiveness, harmony, flourishing, and more. Through this, we can transform negative information and energy in our own vibrational field by absorbing positive information and energy generated through tracing of Tao calligraphy. This can result in positive changes and profound healing in our lives, as has been the case for hundreds of thousands of people whom Master Sha has served.
Tao Calligraphy creates source healing field that can serve all life, including health, relationship, and finances.
So thank you. I apologize for the sound. Thank you for letting me know. And I apologize I couldn't get to the comments as well. So thank you. So let's, we were talking about Shen Qi Jing and Dr. Master Sha and the Tao calligraphy and how it works. And what I thought we could do today for all of you is to move forward in terms of our goals. Like Gregory posted his goals from the last, for today and this year. And for those of you who have just joined us, welcome. We checked in and we watched a presentation about Tao calligraphy and Dr. and Master Sha. So I will, bypass these areas. And one of the things about the Tao calligraphies is that it carries these 10 greatest qualities, greatest love, greatest forgiveness, greatest compassion, greatest light, greatest humility, greatest harmony, greatest flourishing, greatest gratitude, greatest service, and greatest enlightenment. And as I read these qualities, notice how you may have felt or resonated with these words. Each of these qualities carry, we believe, this high frequency and vibration that can help us to bring in more of that positive information, or as Master Sha calls it, the Shen Qi Jing in Chinese, to help to transform whatever it is that we are dealing with. So we will do a practice with the field. And what I wanted to do is have us reflect on our wellness goal. So Gregory is already on it. So I want you to maybe close your eyes and think about what is a goal that you have. And some of us have done this in another session. So if you have, just reflect and remember what your goal is. For those who have not maybe thought about it yet, think about it. What do you want to transform? And where would you like to be a year from now? So some of you who have joined my Love, Peace, and Harmony, the self-care and service practices in the Love, Peace, Harmony field, that's a weekly session. We've talked about the dimensions of wellness, the pillars of wellness, and it could be in any of these dimensions, like financial, social, occupational, environmental, or physical health, spiritual health. So think about one. Gregory has his example of how, his walking and his gait. And to get to that point of your goal, what do you need to transform? So my daughter was reminding me of how important health is. I was telling her I have these various, work goals and household goals. And she says, you need to work on your health. Well, I'm like, health is most important. And I said, that's right. So, in thinking about our physical health, you might have, maybe you have high blood pressure and you want to work with you. Of course, you work with your physician and your medical team. We're not here as clinicians here, but we can use Tao Calligraphy to help support our goals, no matter what aspect it is. Okay. And what do you need to do? What kind of action do you need to do to achieve your goals? Right. So let's say I wanted to, it was a weight loss issue or something. There's a number we can do. And if I wanted to be healthy or my different levels, I might need to exercise, I might need to eat healthy, right? So we have some physical things to do. And what are some of the things that you need to let go of to move forward? So for me, my daughter wants me to eat healthier. So maybe letting go of some of the sweets or extra, fat type of, foods, right? To kind of be healthy and to make, whatever numbers I want to make. So think about in terms of your goal. What is it where would you like to be? What do you need to transform? All right. What do you need to do? What kind of action? And what do you need to let go to move forward? So please feel comfortable and free to share. It's wonderful to support each other in the field. Thank you. Yes, wonderful. Thank you, Gregory, for sharing. Wonderful. And so if you might not have the answers to all, but maybe they'll come as you look forward, as you contemplate and work on them. And if you are interested, again, in, moving forward in your goal, our Tuesday class, we will take you a bit more step by step. But in this series here, because I come once a month, I just wanted to give you a brief overview of how you can get started and how you can let the Tao Calligraphy field support you in that. So Dr. Master Shaw and the video we saw shared about the universal law of Shen, Qi, and Jing, right? So when we think about what it is that we want to transform, this is our goal area, right? They said that physical manifestation, the transform, the Jing, the matter. And what we need to do is kind of go through this process to change the warehouse of information to get that positive information in, and for our minds to receive that information, our heart to receive that information, our minds to process that information. And we need the energy or the action. It's the mover of the information, right? We have to do something to, move towards our goal. We can't just stay in the, I want this to happen. I want this goal. I want this intention. We really need to go through a process to bring it into manifestation. And so there's many different modalities and different systems. And we believe that using any type of system or a lot of different systems, effective systems, with the Tao calligraphy field, we can perhaps clear some of these blockages in any of these areas that can help us to move through this.